My brother brought me some tasty looking candy. It's so tasty.
The Business Owners Association always holds a special event during the anniversary festival. We're thinking of holding an event that any citizens can participate in this year. I definitely look forward to seeing what they have in store for us.
Did you hear the news already? There were gunshots near the warehouse area last night. The boys were able to quickly dispatch, but the culprits managed to escape. Good grief, no matter what time or the place, peace is ever fleeting. I received a nice letter from my sweet little Noelle over from Tangram Gate the other day. She was a little rambly in her letter, but I got the impression at least that she's doing well. That girl never remembers to send us any letters, so friend and I always worry about her. My Noelle doesn't do a great job of keeping in touch. Well, maybe being a sergeant major doesn't leave her much time to write letters.
And probably also
secrecy and stuff like that?
So she can't tell everyone if she's a personal aide to the deputy commander.
My brother Azel recently joined a gang of delinquents. Last I heard, he started a part-time job in the downtown district too. I tried to get him to quit, but he promised me that he'd do honest work and return home sometime soon. Though it sounds like he's just helping out at a bar one of his gang buddies owns. He did promise he'd take responsibility and pay me back for all his hospital bills, so I suppose I'll wait and see how things go for now. Granted, I'm still wary about Azel being a member of that gang in the first place, but I'm relieved that he's finally starting to come home again. I hardly ever lose my temper, so maybe the shock of me snapping at him was what finally brought him around. Serena looks like a huge weight's been taken off her shoulders. Now that Essie started working, she said that things might finally be a little easier for us.
I'd like to take some time off to go visit my family back home in Erebonia. However, I work for a brokerage firm, so I don't have much time for vacations. Work transfers truly are painful.
Hey, two. Oh, it's you guys. Hey everyone, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Oh, wait a second.
Are you two living here? We sure are. We'll be hunkering down here while we're in Crossbell. You're not usually around during the day, but you're still welcome to come around whenever you feel like it. Deal?
Deal.
Sounds good. I'm a little curious as to what kind of a relationship the two of them are engaged in.
They have the same last name that I sure as hell don't look like a pair of siblings to me. Oh snap, are they married? Yo, lady killer. Give it to me straight. What kind of relationship do you and Estelle got going on anyway?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, but I was actually adopted into her family when I was 11. And after we both became bracers, we sort of started dating.
Damn, so they really are a thing.
Case solved. So they grew up together and now they're a couple? I suppose it explains how they're always so in sync. By the way, I heard you guys had a deal with the Mafia's warhounds. That must have been rough. I'm sure we all went through a fair share of hardships, but let's keep doing our best to carve our way through them, alright? Definitely. I have to admit it's pretty encouraging to hear that coming from you. It's getting kinda late, but there should be time to knock out some requests. Crossbell's never short on work for us to do, so it's pretty darn satisfying to get so much done every day. Is she always with Cheery? Revage not been bothering to hide their movements anymore. We've been getting a ton of requests recently that all seem to involve them. Guess when your police force can't be counted on, it makes more sense for people to come to us. It hurts, but I have absolutely no rebuttal. Oh, by the way, Estelle and Joshua should be here, for the moment anyway. Though no one's as busy as Arios, those two busy bees have been working their behinds off. I really had them burning the midnight oil last night. I'm expecting greatness from the both of them. Yeah, we're still home. Taking a rest. Arius on standby. Scott and Wenzel are mines. Lynn and Ayola in Ursula. And Estelle and Joshua are resting at home. You're here again. I can hardly believe it's been a whole month since we last saw each other. It seems like your group has found its footing. Thanks, Arius. Good to see you again. I don't think we're sizing up at all to the great divine blade of Windrow, that's for sure. There's no need to compare our accomplishments. Simply continue onward along the path you have chosen. Take a hard look at Crossbell's current state. Learn all you can of the city and its struggles. Then, when the time comes, you'll be able to make a difference. If you say so, sir. It seems you're in the middle of work. For now, you should focus on that. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you go. Show me what impressive things the SSS can accomplish. I sort of can't tell if he's messing with us or not. He wants us to impress him. I can't help but feel he may be overestimating us just a bit. The Fisherman's Guild. Hey Lloyd, you tried fishing on West Crossbell Highway yet? Man, I'm loving all these extra orbital buses on Crossbell. It's so much easier to go fishing wherever you want to go now. Oh, apparently Coppan's out on Mine's mountain path. Yeah, we met him already. He hasn't much to tell us. I bet he's at that waterfall near the bus stop along the road. It's actually his favorite fishing spot. Welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. How have your fishcapades been going, Lloyd? It's been so-so, I guess. Oh yeah? Guess I have heard that CBD likes to keep you detectives busy. Well, if you manage to make any fine catches, don't forget to bring them to me. If you do enough work to earn a promotion, I'll award you a wonderful prize, believe me. Yeah, I'm having enough for the next promotion. I think I have, yeah, the Nightmare Killer from the Thick Espresso. Now that the anniversary festival is almost here, the streets are buzzing with excitement. Every store has started making preparations for the festival. We're looking forward to seeing what sort of things they can come up with. My heart is almost jumping in anticipation. This time of year is always such an enjoyable experience. Those Reverse members got bailed out, huh? The fact that they get off scot-free like that really gets on my nerves. I made a firm decision not to get involved with politics, but that's also the reason I get so antsy whenever I hear things like this. Crossbell politics has long been corrupted by mirror and abuse of power. My word, even if it's the same old thing over and over, I can't help but feel disappointed every time. Alright, listen up, punk. All products have a buying and selling price, so when you make the sales price higher than the buying price? What are you blathering on about, Bruce? None of that stuff matters if you got spirit. Your spirit will bankrupt us in minutes. Hey, listen to this. Apparently, Rishi is a performer for Arc-en-Ciel. Oh, that's so amazing. I totally admire her. Oh, that's so amazing. Her friend Rishia. How the hell can you not understand something this basic? Hell, your entire concept of common sense seems to have sprung a leak. Who's been obsessed with talking about the theoretical side of things? I keep telling him it's all useless to obsess over what ifs before you actually own a shop. Sounds like another truck got in an accident near Calvert. I haven't been keeping up with all that stuff, but apparently the Calvardian army is going to get involved. The highways are fiercely regulated now, so you don't see many people going through. Doubt you get through today, no matter
matter how much you hurry. Hey, listen to this. So there have been a few customers who have reserved a room here for the anniversary festival. Normally you wouldn't think to get a place right on the edge of town, right? Maybe if we're an actual hotel, but why would you want to stay at this tiny inn? Are all the hotels just fully booked or something? Maybe the atmosphere? I overheard some of the customers talking. I didn't know Hayu had come to this city as well. I used to live in the eastern quarter, so I've seen how frighteningly cunning they are for myself. I would recommend that you don't get involved with them. I'm trying to prepare for the festival, but I got distracted by a rumor. The people in Hayu are dangerous, best not get involved with them. How could I help you kids with something? Some people came by earlier to try and ask a question of dear old me, but my hearing isn't quite what it used to be. Is it already time for these blasted Diet members to pester us again? They keep bothering us from time to time. I need to figure out how to chase them away. I think I examine your residency registrations. It'll be a shame if we were an illegal occupant. Don't tell me you're unregistered. Of course I'm not. I've been living here for 60 years. Man in suit or man in suit, huh? Anyone who lives in this place of a city always has one or two things they'd like to keep in the past. Even failures like these people can contribute to Crossbell's development, one way or another. I met up with an old business acquaintance of mine by the name of Harold yesterday. I remember when people used to make fun of him for being a timid, short man back in the day. It's been a long time since we last saw each other, but he was still the same carefree guy I knew. We ended up drinking together for a little while. I was almost moved to tears, honestly. How many years has it been since I last saw Harold? I've lost everything, yet he still talked to me like we just saw each other yesterday. I was almost moved to tears, honestly. Yeah, Harold Hayworth is a good guy. St.Ursula's practice exam is right after the anniversary festival. Taking it will give me a good sense of where I'm at now and what I need to work on. Also, it'll help boost my confidence so I don't panic doing the real deal. I made the mistake of not taking the practice exam last year and absolutely flubbed the actual exam. That was awful. I promised myself I won't repeat the same mistake. Daddy says he's too busy with work lately. I don't even get to see him before I have to go to bed at night anymore. I'm so sad. I want to see Daddy again. The girl living next door is usually bright and energetic. She's been nothing but a sweetheart to Lima too. Still, I get the impression she feels a little down these days. I can only wonder what's on her mind. The door is shut tight. A voice can be outside.
Life more like a boo.
Prepare to meet your doom, Mr. Newt. Sploosh! I just dropped a bunch of newts into this drain. Sploosh, sploosh! Hey, wanna try catching some rats next time?
But I guess things must be real dangerous on her end to leave me out of the mix. Mama told me that last time she tried to deal with her while she got attacked. She told me to be pretty dangerous for her, so she hasn't been letting me tag along. Man, it's so boring here. Mama hasn't been taking me to any of her dealings lately. Tending the store every day is so boring. Say, isn't that a Reinford brand heavy machine gun? It looks like a new model too. Yeah, they started circulating last week. Not only do they fire at a higher rate, but the power of these bad boys has been boosted by 20% as well. Itching to try one out, Red? Nah, I think I'll pass. You know, probably not the brightest idea to flaunt your smuggled merch in front of the police. You said it. A brand new heavy machine gun has been circulating since last week. You can bet your asses I stocked up on them right away. The Vash went and got themselves a ton of them, so you best watch your bags. Yeah, I definitely appreciate not being gunned down by a weapon like that. Firepower like that will make mincemeat out of you in a matter of seconds. Oh, Trinity. Oh, you guys are here. Haven't seen you around in a while, conducting another investigation? Not today, we're just taking care of some support requests. We've been assisting headquarters more often though. Dealing with a rush before the anniversary festival, I take it? Well, keep up the good work. Even the Crossbell Times is showing off your experts in better light these days. Yeah, I guess so. There's something out of character about the boss of some delinquents saying that. The special support section is starting to become a bit of a household name, huh? A household name to mock, that is. You can thank the Crossbell Times for that one. Yeah. We've been facing with many more turbulent situations as of late. No, never mind. We haven't had a decent fight with the Vipers in a while. Too many cops roaming around since the anniversary festival is coming up. Thanks for ruining the fun. We'll settle things with Vipers. Eventually. We've called a truce for the duration of the anniversary festival. Too many cops around ready to get in our way. Government officials always decide to make their rounds here when the anniversary festival nears. They review our business license and warn tourists away. They're irresponsible though. They always check off items they haven't actually reviewed. So they're just a bunch of hypocrites like them. Any government official that comes down here is a hypocrite. There's no way we trust anybody like that. It's been a week since Ace started working here. I offered to help him, but he turned me down. I think he's really started to mature a bit. I started working a part-time job here. I plan to earn enough money to pay her back for all the medical bills I've racked up. With how worried my sister is for me, maybe it would be best if I did quit the Testaments and found a job elsewhere. But for now I'm gonna stay here and work as hard as I can. I've given it a lot of thought, and the truth is, I don't want to leave the Testaments. My sister wasn't too happy, but I managed to convince her to let me stay by promising to pay back my medical bills with the money I earn here. How's Wendy doing these days? That girl sure as heck knew her way around an Orpman when she wasn't my apprentice, I can tell you that much. If she ever gets bored on working at Gentine, I'd hire her fast when you can say Orpment. Been dealing with a bunch of repairs and upgrade jobs lately, starting to think that I might need an extra set of hands around here. I'd love to have her come work for me if she ain't busy, but I think the odds of that are pretty low. I think about it. You know, there's a white wolf that comes through here every morning. He seems pretty smart and his mane looks so cool. I bet he watches out for any baddies. I like to greet the wolf every morning. I feel like he can understand what I'm saying. Hey, good work. Wait, it's just you guys again. I swear to idiots, you're doing this on purpose now. I promise you, it wasn't intentional. I'm not gonna let you fool me again. Just piss off already. You're gonna bother the other members. What's up, guys? You cruising for a fight? Come on, I give you a good one. You haven't fought those blue bastards in a while, so I'm itching for some excitement. When you think about it, neither the government nor police do jack to help anyone. Look at this dump, they don't give a rat's ass about the downtown district. But still, you guys keep sticking your noses around here whenever you feel like it. Makes me sick. I used to be an orphan before I came here. Any mention of government officials, police, and all your other dogs makes me want to puke. We got in a fight with some cop over at East Street yesterday. He started it though. Don't screw with us, Kay? You might be a cop, but we ain't afraid to lay waste to you dogs. Man, more cops keep coming around here and it's starting to piss me off. Listen up, you punks. Don't get ahead of yourselves or I'll end you. Got it? The older guys look pretty tense lately. You guys should have seen Jet when I brought the wrong stuff from the city yesterday. He was so mad. Guess he needed someone to take his frustrations out on. What? Get out of my way, dude. I'm testing out a mic today. Want a taste of this bad boy? Hey, yeah! Ooh, I'm feeling it today. You again? Don't start thinking you can show up on my turf unannounced like this. Did you wake up on the wrong side of a bed, or is your foul mood justified? Because it's justified. There's been all sorts of cops and government dogs running around the place, claiming to get it ready for a festival. Screw those assholes, I'm about ready to kick them out of here. I feel you, man. We've been getting way too many damn support requests because of the festival too. All we can do is grit our teeth and bear it. I doubt there's something in here. Something new at least. No, there was nothing, but I just wondered because Madame Imelda left us keep the key so we could check from time to time, and maybe sometime there will be something, right? I hear there's been an increase in truck accidents over in Calvert, and each and every time it happens the road gets blocked and then my fish deliveries are delayed. If it's not one thing, it's another. Do you hear that tickets to Archon Steel's new shows have already sold out? If only I didn't have all these chores to deal with all the time. I would have loved to buy tickets. Everybody in my family is a professional at taking me off. It would be a total miracle if I could get any of the men in my house to help with chores. I'm irritated just thinking about it. Anything I order from Armorica Village gets delivered here by Orbital truck. Man, back when I started up at this stall, we didn't have anything nearly as convenient as that. Now we can get fresh veggies at a fraction of a time. The world's moving so freaking fast I can hardly keep up. Looks like a lot of stores are relying on Orbital truck deliveries these days. Man, it's pretty insane how convenient things have gotten. I'm giving a bunch of Mira along with a shopping list. That's why I focus on getting the best deals when I shop. Whatever's left over I can save for my allowance. I need to keep my eyes peeled for deals and spend as little as possible. Let's see, the price on fish change depending on the day. This is tougher than I expected. Man, I really wanted to get a ticket to Archon Steel's new show. Then after the show I could have swung by Times to do a little shopping. Crap, I need to step out of it. Welcome to Din's Fresh. I can't believe I started pouting in the middle of a street like that. I gotta chill out. Can't let Greek get the best of me. Welcome. Guess the anniversary festival's coming up? I should probably make something to commemorate this year's anniversary. It is Crossbell's 70th birthday after all. Well, I gotta get started on prepping. The Transcontinental Railroad was built over a period of many years. Constructing such an enormous track without incidents must have taken meticulous planning. It truly is the greatest gift from our predecessors. Someday I hope to become just like them. And yes, his name is Lit. I wondered last episode if, in the treasure chest message, if this was lit. And it is. Central Square should be right down this road. Ooh, I knew buying this map was the right decision. That truck over there belongs to our transport company. The amount of units in this shipment is ridiculous, so I bought the truck to handle it all. But I still gotta load all this by myself? Ah, what a pain. Welcome back to further exploration. Since last time I just went over to Tangram Gate, so basically to the bus stop at the start of the West Crossbell Highway, and then took a bus here to explore this area. So this is one of the Guardian Force's armored cars. It's pretty sturdy, isn't it? Though I doubt it would last long against one of the Empire's tanks. I mean, that is kind of a point, why they aren't allowed to have proper tanks. Our commander is absent today. Actually, I guess it would be better to say that he's absent again. Every single day that guy is preoccupied with entertaining politicians and the like. Some things never change. Day after day, all the commander thinks about is whining and dining with a bunch of influential people. Without Warrant Officer Murray here to lead us, this unit would have broken up a long time ago. If you went aware, Bellguard Gate secures Crossbell's border with the Yeah. Right, we are Bellguard. If you went aware, Bellguard Gate secures Crossbell's border with the Empire. Wait a minute. Randy? That you? Hey man, been a while. It's good to see you again. I wasn't expecting you to show up here again, honestly. Well, duty calls, take it easy, okay? Randy, I genuinely didn't think I'd ever see you again here at Bellguard Gate. Well, take your time. I'm not going to be the one to kick you out. State law prohibits Crossbell from having a proper military like other nations. The brass tells us that's to protect us from potential conflict with the Empire and Republic. That's why we are called a self-defense force, not a legitimate military organization. Make no mistake, though the CGF is an elite organization whose members have all gone through a strict training regimen, and it bugs me no end that all we can do is stick to self-defense and nothing more. Past this point is the Crossbell Guardian Force Freight Line. Unauthorized entry is strictly prohibited. After passing one measly fence, you'll hit the Erebonian border in a matter of seconds. We don't have a thick iron door protecting us from the Empire, just a few poles in the ground. Honestly, it makes you want to laugh. I want to get closer to her if I can. Randy, now that you've gone from Bellguard Gate, it's my chance. You won't stand in my way anymore. What are you on about? You were stationed here long before I joined. But you never tried your luck with her? I've been meticulously clearing away the obstacles standing between us, I'll have you know. Good luck with that, man. It sounds like Randy was on good terms with most of the guardsmen. Indeed, I thought that more people would be at his throat given that he was fired for his womanizing ways. When my greatest rival, Randy, was stationed here, I lost track of how many times he stole my chances to talk to Stella. But joke's on you, now that you aren't part of a CGF, I have all the opportunities in the world. I never even flirted with her though. Well, what you gonna do? This is good stuff. I arrived earlier than expected, so I decided to kill time with a light meal. Welcome. Is that you, Wendy? It's been too long. Hey there, how have you been, Stella? Oh, I've been fine. Remind me, you're with a special support section now, was it? Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. Well, how about you come and eat something for old time's sake? I wanted to find a way to fill the soldiers' bellies up quick, so I decided to hold our very own hot pot contest. But my word, the meat disappeared before I could even lay a finger on it. Manual labor really gets a girl hungry. Why don't you join in on the next hot pot contest? I can teach you how to make one if you're interested. Receive the recipe for hearty hot pot. How about we commemorate our union with a hot meal? But do keep in mind that I don't do friend discount, okay? Pretty decent. I'm what you might call a military enthusiast. Soldiers, weaponry, tanks, I can't get enough. Unfortunately for me, the CGF's pretty conservative with their large-scale duels, because they don't want to set off any false alarms in the Empire or Republic. It sure is a shame. Well, I guess I can't complain too much. Being able to watch all their combat duels has been pretty great. I still want to be able to see their armored cars and orbital cannons in action someday. Over on that mountainside is the pride of the Imperial Army, Guerrilla Fortress. The Empire's military is immensely strong, so we can't ever let our guard down. Don't want to kill yourself with all the stress that comes with that, though. Don't get me wrong, it's a-okay to be serious, but it's also important to take a breather every once in a while. Something tells me you put a higher priority on relaxing instead of seriousness, Wendy. But perhaps you're right. After all, everything has its boiling point. I take your advice and have Brute switch out with me later. Serious as a heart attack, that girl. Ever since the commander said to skip out on work, Warrant Officer Mireille has been our sort of interim commander. She's a bit unreliable at times, but I can't deny she has drive. Overall, she's a great superior. Ever since the commander started... I mean, that's why she isn't commander, right? Because she isn't quite there yet. That's her. Randy? Oh, sup, Mireille? How you been? Still haven't learned any manners to have you. And it's Warrant Officer Mireille now. By the way, I'd appreciate it if you could at least address me properly. That's right, my bad. Either way, now that I'm out of the Guardian Force, I hardly need to worry my head over ranks and decorum though, do I? I plan to keep chatting you up the same way I did in my good old days. Unless you care to object, esteemed Warrant Officer Mireille. Fine, do whatever you want. See if I care. Leaving the CGF hasn't made you change in the slightest. I'm sure you three must have a tough time babysitting Wendy, huh? I'd warn you not to keep your eyes off him long. If you aren't paying attention, it'll be hard to get him back on his leash. And the commander is not here. Wendy? You know what this room is? This office belongs to His Excellency the Crossbell Guardian Force Commander. Really? You'd think you'd find him here then. Just where is he? Probably out partying or something. The guy rarely does his job, he usually leaves everything to his subordinates. If that's the case, I don't think we need to put in such an effort to meet him. Huh? You want to meet him? Listen man, I'd rather not come face to face with my former boss ever again. Trust me, it would be painfully awkward for all of us. You might have a point, Vam. But aside, this room is in extremely poor taste. Imagine the tens of thousands of mirror it took to purchase all these antiques on display. Personally, I'm having trouble picturing this as an office in the first place, let alone the CGF commanders. I bet he got them with all the bribe money he's built up over the years. Man, what a waste. If I had that much mirror, I'd throw it all over the entertainment district, living it up. I'd treat some babes to a good time, spend all night gambling away at the casino. Perhaps you two are not as different as you might think. Obtained iron leggings. Am I the only one who thinks the name Bellguard is just a little on the nose? Okay. And back to Crossbell. I'm planning to go to Remiferia for a little while. Oh, it reminds me. Remiferia also has their own police department, right? I'm sure it's far superior to Crossbell's stinky little force. Well, wasn't that uncalled for? We have nothing to do at the airport. I'm gonna walk because there was some fishing spots I wanted to fish at. Oh right, there was a side path. Can we go there now? We can! So let's explore a bit. I suppose we're not allowed to enter. This is one of the Crossbell Guardian Force's barricades, so yeah, probably not. Can't say I'm surprised though. Stargazer's Tower was built way back in the Middle Ages. We'd be in a world of trouble if a civilian ended and the floor collapsed or something like that. I thought about this place, but this is the first time I've seen it in person. If I'm right, this place has been sealed for almost 10 years now. Again, they wouldn't give us a nice view of this tower if we wouldn't enter someday. Okay, back to the road with us. Oh. Shining bomb, shining bomb, shining bomb, shining bomb. A shining bomb. A dastardly shining fluff, insanely quick and well, insane. Near impossible to hit. Overkill. I get 1 experience point from the shining bomb. But 28 of all Sepith. And the new material. The spot is really beautiful, but the real beauty is in the water. Nothing. So I need more earthworms. Glutinous bass. Combat notebook. The silver road. platforms, so the slugs and the drones. Okay. Okay, and St. Ursula. Recently, the hospital has been outfitted with a special kind of orbital vehicle called an ambulance. Now, with just a call, we can be anywhere we need to in an emergency. We don't have to rely on buses to get to injured people in time. And those gang members were attacked way back then, they managed to survive because the ambulance has fast response time. No matter where you are in the state, with just one call, an ambulance will come rushing to your help in an emergency. They even have the horsepower to outweigh your average orbital car. Mr. Hayworth? Hello everyone, it's been a while. I wasn't expecting to meet you here. Well, ever since that last case, we've been getting a lot more jobs outside of the city. Are you working right now too? Indeed, I came to St. Ursula today to sell some equipment and non-perishables. I'm really starting to appreciate my orbital car. It makes the trips remarkably easier. I'm happy to see your business is doing well. Now all that's left is to carry out all of the equipment. Good luck with the rest of today, everyone. Oh, you're Cecile's little brother, aren't you? How have you been? For whatever reason, it feels like I've become a celebrity among the nursing staff. Lytton started working real hard once he recovered. Not to mention my plan of hiding my own work in his was a massive success. But boy, it ended up doing every bit of it. Lucky me, being blessed with such an eager pupil. Lytton is so kind as to, however unwittingly, take care of my work for me. Now it would be a total waste of all of his efforts if I didn't use this time he provided to go get some fishing. He's an intern, you're a doctor. What kind of work do you do that he could take over? Earlier, some visitors were discussing Arconceal's new show over lunch. It's called Golden Sun Silver Moon, isn't it? I'd love to be able to see it someday. I usually carry this book about autopsies. Is that weird? When I was having lunch with Lytton, he threw a big fit and told me not to read it while eating. Personally, I would lose my appetite if I saw the book's illustrations as well, especially if I was eating meat or the like. Maybe, but it doesn't faze me at all. Okay. Chief has seen, just spin it out of the room. Must have overstepped again, like always. Hello everyone. Oh, so this really was your room, huh, Cecile? Yes it is, though I only use it about half the time. I often find myself falling asleep in the hospital's break room. That doesn't sound healthy, Cecile. Classic case of overwork. No doubt. You've really got to take better care of yourself. Oh no, I appreciate your concern, but I'm perfectly fine. I know better than to push myself past my limits. We haven't gotten to see each other much since I started staying here in the dorms, but I can't let that stop us from catching up. See, Cecile, I know how busy you are with work, but don't run yourself ragged, okay? Oh you, I'm not running myself ragged at all. Don't you worry, I take the time to unwind every now and then, and nothing perks me up more than a good chat with some friends. In fact, this was just what I did last night. Oh, the two of us went on for hours. Is that right? Do I know said friend? Maybe, maybe not. You aren't exactly well versed in popular culture, so I'd be surprised if you did. If she's giving it her all, then I need to as well. Who in the world is she talking about? Yeah, we saw it in the cutscene at the beginning of the chapter. She's talking about Ilya. Ilya Plateria, the star of Arconceal. No reason to enter the research ward. We decided to keep a fence we put up around the terrace back when we were worried about those monsters roaming about. They might be out of our hair now, but we figured it would be better to be safe than sorry. If monsters broke in and hurt another resident, we'd be in real trouble. Oh, look, this place is as big as a castle. Hey, this is a hospital. Keep it down. The girls have been telling me that Cecilia is really close to a famous celebrity. Oh, you're her little brother. You must know who it is, right? Me? Sounds like I have no clue either, huh? Damn, I'm dying to know who it is. Our director is rarely here. He focuses on wandering from country to country, exchanging medical technology and scouting out young, bright minds. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever met him before. I wonder what kind of man he is. St.Ursula Hospital is connected to Crossbell City via the Orbital network. Our appointment reservation system utilizes the network in fact, though it's still somewhat experimental at this stage. Getting our patients familiar with it has been a pretty steep hurdle, so it doesn't seem much use. So Grandpa really should be admitted into the hospital after all. That would definitely be the smartest decision, but that man is the definition of stubborn. I'm sorry. I keep trying to get him to at least come in for a checkup, but nothing I say works. As much as I would want to, I can't force him to do anything. It would be wise to tell him to visit before his condition gets any worse. I'm sorry you always have to pass Grandpa's medicine off to me, Dr. Litton. I wish I could get him to come in myself. Up until now, I've only ever relied on Septian church remedies. Is all this hospital business really safe? Better get my checkup done by one of the gorgeous female doctors. Come on, just don't be an old man. I'm not asking for much. Oh, you're with the Bracer Guild. Don't tell me, did something happen? Unfortunately so. A traveler was taking a shortcut through a thicket and was bitten by an extremely venomous snake. As soon as we found out, we carried him here as fast as we could. Well, Aeolia was the one who gave him first aid, so I think it will do. First aid? Can't say I knew Bracers were trained in medical treatment, let alone for snake bites. Aeolia is a bit of an outlier. She's from Emetheria, one of the most medically advanced places in Zemuria. She even got a medical license there. A doctor, you say? All I see is a woman who struggles to keep her hands to herself. Well, she might be a bit more clingy than most, but she's an amazing girl. She might melt into a total queuing mess at the sight of something cute, but she's a complete genius when it comes to medicine. Yeah, a cute thing like Theo, for example. Now that his injury is healed, Litton's thrown himself back into work with more vim and vigor than ever. However, Dr. Ginter decided to take advantage of his good mood and forced poor Litton to do most of his work. The traveler is currently resting in the ICU. Had things gone poorly, we may have needed to amputate his leg. Luckily, we were able to avoid all that thanks to you, Aeolia. Your help is as invaluable as always. Oh no, I wouldn't go that far. I did what was expected of a bracer, and that's that. Damn it, someone break my leg! If that's what it takes for the lovely Aeolia to nurse me back to health, I'm ready. Your level of enthusiasm is almost impressive. Ultimately, fruitless though. That reminds me, have you considered my proposal? Oh, you mean the one about giving me a special lecture in the research ward? I don't think I'll be able to make it. My workload has really shot up now with the festivals just around the corner. Oh, what a shame, but I can hardly fault you for having other obligations. Oh, it's Theo in the special support section. Give me a few minutes and I'll give you all the hugs and kisses. I humbly decline.
Late again, Ursuline? Your chronic tardiness to your own class is absolutely unacceptable for a professor, you know that, right?
You're right. I was tinkering with some newly arrived equipment last night, but before I knew it, the sun was coming up. So yeah, I was sleeping like a baby until about 20 minutes ago.
You haven't changed from when you were a student one bit, Ursuline. Listen up, as chief of a medical college, you're responsible for teaching our interns about the intricacies of medical equipment. You can't carry yourself like a student forever.
I got no chance to escape now that Dr. Gailey's gone into full-blown lecture mode.
Are you even listening?
Of course, every word. While ointments are developed in a variety of countries, Womenfaria stands out as a leader when it comes to medical ointments. For example, nearly all of the medical equipment used in St. Ursula Medical College is manufactured by the Salient Company, which is Womenfaria based. The Salient Company is probably the most prominent medical ointment producer in all of Zemuria, and they sponsor us to boot. We use a lot of equipment here in the biomedical engineering department, so we are always looking for improvements to be made.
Tomophobia is perfectly understandable, natural even. However, risk of danger in this particular operation is astronomically low. Anxiety will only serve as a detriment to the surgery. Please try to calm yourself and go to bed early tonight, alright?
This is the end for me, I think. The doctor says the operation is a piece of a cake, but I don't know. Damn it, I ended up not being able to get those Arc-en-Ciel tickets I wanted. Martha keeps bragging that she's seen them before, but I bet the current Arc-en-Ciel is way better now compared to when she went. Flyers detailing Arc-en-Ciel's upcoming show finally made their way to the hospital. But when I was a young girl, Arc-en-Ciel had neither fame nor that superstar Ilya Platere. Now we can't say Crossbell without thinking of Arc-en-Ciel. It sure has come a long way, hasn't it? I went to see Arc-en-Ciel many times when I was a young girl. The thought of it makes me a tad bit nostalgic. Siron's clumsiness knows literally no bounds. She usually grabs the wrong medical utensils, spills chemicals and medicine on the floor. If I'm being honest, the only reason someone hasn't gotten hurt yet is because the rest of us are bound to patch up her mistakes. It sure would do me a favor if she took a page of Cecile's book. Siron's clumsiness is not a joke. It's honestly a miracle that no one's been hurt yet. It sure would do me a favor if she took a page out of Cecile's book. These hospital beds are like lying on a cloud, and I can't remember the last time I was served food without having to ask. It's pure paradise. Okay, time for a daily temperature check. Hope you're ready, cause here it comes. Wait a sec, miss, you made sure to double check you're using a thermometer and not an injection needle this time, right? Of course I did. I may be prone to making mistakes, but I'd never make a dumb one like that twice. Oh, would you look at that? Oopsie, I have the thermometers in my other pocket. If I were a cat, I doubt my 9 lives would be enough to save him from a klutz like her. Still, she's pretty cute, huh? Worth it. Okay. Whatever your priorities are, man. Even though I'm younger than her, Shizuku has been a good friend of mine. We go on a lot of walks together and talk to each other in her room all the time. We've gotten to know each other super duper well. I'm really glad to have her around. Even though I'm younger than her, Shizuku has been a good friend to me.
These frugal meals are utterly flavorless and sordid affairs. I told them to add steak and wine to the menu, but to no avail. This so-called hospital service is a complete and utter disgrace.
perfectly capable of moving out. Good morning, everyone. Lately, Cecilia has been telling me all about your adventures. She even said you beat up monsters with Todd Litton. Well, we definitely couldn't have pulled it off by ourselves. It was all thanks to Zaid and his pack. Well, even so, just hearing that you had a large role in stopping them makes me extremely happy. I know it must be hard, but keep doing your best, okay? You can count on that, Shizuku. Hey, with a cutie like you cheering us on, we're like 100 times stronger, so keep up the support, okay? If the support section keeps solving important cases like that one, maybe you'll get as strong as father someday. That's quite the challenge, but we'll do our very best. Alright, that was the hospital. Back to the city and down the East Street, and out of a eastern town gate. Alright, here we are in East Street. I made the gorgeous hot pot from the recipe we got at Bellguard Gate. And like with the Ursula Road, I want to go fishing. Because last time we couldn't because we didn't have a fishing rod yet. Alright, Armorica Village. Well, about time to go sell today's crops over in Crossbell City. Commerce for private traders may be on the rise, but we can't neglect the city department store and the like. Share business with Mr. Hayworth and the others is important, but we don't exactly pay the bills if we ignore all the larger outlet. My brother Elkin's true weakness is his love for those new orbital vehicles. He basically keeps the village trucks to himself, even though the villagers all pitched in to buy it. Well, no one ever complains about it, so I guess it's fine. I've heard people talk about how Crossbell City is home of a really amazing theater troupe. Archon Ciel, was it? I sure hope I can see them someday. Arc and Shell? What the hell is that? I guess if Camille thinks it's cool, then it must be really great. Derek's plan to open a food stall during the anniversary festival was actually genius. The village has been losing that spark it used to have, so maybe the style could help bring it back. Not only might it breathe some life back into our village, but a food store would certainly be beneficial to us all monetarily. I've started to get in the habit of reading the Crossbell Times. You guys were featured in it, weren't you? Man, all I want is to go to Crossbell City and live an amazing life full of mirror and fame. Hate to break it to you, but most people don't get that there. Just you wait, one day I'll become a great man and be featured in the Crossbell Times too. Though I still gotta keep helping out the general store for now. Decoration for Lloyd's room. Huh. By the way, you know that sit-off bridge over on Old Armorica Road? Past that is the ancient battlefield. The place gives me the heebie-jeebies, but that's not why it's sit-off. It's got a bunch of fierce monsters prowling up and down. The ancient battlefield is the one weird place, I tell you what. I normally warn people to stay away on account of all the monsters there. I got a feeling you folks can handle yourselves though. Guess you can't get in there right now anyway, but if you ever get the chance, you might want to take a look. Maybe clear out a few of them beasties for us. I'm in the middle of making a carbonara. My whole family loves them. They can't get enough. You should try making one for yourself sometimes. Here's a recipe. Satisfying carbonara. Now that the monsters have been dealt with, I can let the kids play outside by themselves again without worrying. As a farmer, I don't have the time or luxury to travel outside the village very often. Camille always pesters me to take him and Polly to the anniversary festival. It's a bit hard to deal with, if I'm being honest. propose that Armorica Village open up a stall in Crossbell City during the anniversary festival. Given how many people are going to show up, I think it's a good opportunity to get Armorica Village's name out there. Displaying our honey would probably attract people by the droves. Putting our honey front and center in the stall is probably our best bet. Maybe Mr. Rail would give me some advice? Okay. Where? Who's that? Do I know him? Should I know him? I thought that my desire to fish would overpower my shyness, but it seems I was sadly mistaken. That's it, I'm going to take the bus to a fisherman's guild and pass whatever entrance exam they throw at me. I think I'm finally going to visit the fisherman's guild a bit later. My heart is going to beat out of my chest. Are they going to let me join or not? Say that again. You walked here all the way from Crossbell City? Oh my, you must have worked up quite an appetite. Why don't we eat here? My father may look like a boring old man, but his cooking is divine, I assure you. I can hear you, you know. I have an idea. Why don't you try ordering the most expensive thing on the menu? It's my father's specialty, so you just have to try it. It's absolutely to die for. I'm sure it's great, but I pass. I don't have a mirror. The pleasant smells of pastures, chicken and honey all persuaded me into coming here. I'm positive there are good meals hiding here. I just need to ask around. That's the girl that's always wandering about the countryside. What I can tell, Seely seems to really like Mr. Hayworth. If I'd ever let Seely get swept away by a married man like you. Is what I would say if he wasn't always so nice to us. I don't think I could utter a single bad word against him. Anyway, in order to win over Seely, I'm going to start coming to the inn every single day. But still, Mr. Hayworth is in a much higher league than me. He's going to be a formidable rival. And this is something I missed last time we were here. Ash Tree Inn recommended special, rustique omelette rice. Omelette rice, can't say I've ever tried that before. Yes, we have, they made it for us last time. Well, looks like we have a chance to now. The recipe is written right here, so let's jot it down. Learn the recipe for rustique omelette rice. Been almost a month since those monster attacks. The Crossbell Times didn't go into much detail, but you folks were the ones who solved the case, right? Thanks to you, I'm able to sleep like a baby again. I appreciate your hard work, everyone. I ended up really enjoying Carnelia. Kept me hooked the whole way through. Carnelia, I heard that book was quite the hit back when it first came out. It's supposedly based on a true story, too. Oh yeah? Well, whether it's really happened or not, it had me on the edge of my seat from start to finish. It's a good read, plain and simple, and that's all I can ask for. Huh. Consider my interest piqued. Now, what to read next? There was one book I've been meaning to check out. You know those two siblings who are always playing in the square? They keep inviting me to hang out, but I'm not really interested. No matter the day, they always end up wanting to play bracers. I can't take it anymore. These country kids are so annoying and immature. I just don't want to go back home to Crossbell City. We may be the same age, but these kids are so annoying and immature. I just want to go back. Arc-en-Ciel. Oh, I've seen them quite a few times at this point. Ilya Plateri's performance is always so incredible, it would cause even I used to faint in awe. I would love to see them again. Ah, the lovely Ilya Plateri. The last time I saw one of her shows, I was moved to tears. I would love to see them again. Okay, I'm going to quickly... test if I'm... because he has a quest and I don't want to talk to him yet. Derek and Tolta don't get along too well nowadays. As our current village chief, my husband cherishes Armorica and is determined to protect it from any unnecessary changes. But as a successor, Derek wants to modernize Armorica in order to give her villagers an easier, more convenient life. Neither of them are technically in the wrong, but it's been a difficult issue. I swear those two would rather keep fighting than try to understand each other. Is there a good way to mediate between the bickering father and son? If there is, I would love to hear it. Alright. Tangram Gate. No comment on this. Beyond this gate is Calvardian territory. Do you have some business here? Recently, a delivery truck got into a serious accident not long after passing through Tangram Gate. Doesn't make sense, the road past here is always clear. What could have caused the accident? Mafia war? Oh, I finally made it to the gate. Took me a while, but I finished all the shopping I wanted to do in Crossbell. I guess it's time to get my papers checked and head back on home to Calvert. Nothing unusual to report, sir. There's no need to worry when I'm on duty. This is where I conduct basic inspections for cars going to and from the culvert. You know, considering how cheap this gate is, they could probably plow right through if they really wanted to. Well, yes, but that brings with it its own issues, right? For example, being recognizable. Too good, too delicious. Our mess hall's food is definitely scrumptious. I'll give you that. But I think Long Lao Tavern and Inn over in the city would give it a real run for its money. Whenever I'm off duty, I usually stop by Long Lao in the city. Tangram Gate's mess hall is pretty good, but Long Lao is a true flavor experience. Just thinking about their food makes my mouth water. My plan is to wind down today and head back home on the bus tomorrow. This fine establishment has everything a traveler needs if there's a hold up getting into Crossbell for whatever reason. You four look for something to eat too? The other day, these people called themselves members of a fisherman's guild came and handed me a recipe for a fish hot pot. A stroke of serendipity in my book. Fish is pretty nutritious, and I bet the guardsmen would love to get a taste of it. Oh yeah, might as well teach you guys how to make it too. Let's sit down and enjoy it together, alright? Boiled fish hot pot. It's pretty good. Looking for a place to rest? Do whatever you'd like. Can't guarantee that your stay is going to be comfortable one though. $400 Mira, you can't guarantee that it's restful, yeah? So what do we have here? Oh, the special support section, right? Good work serving those monster attacks last month. Couldn't have been easy. Yeah, we barely scraped by. If Sight had not come to our rescue, I doubt we would be standing here right now. Hey, don't be so hard on yourselves. Pretty sure Deputy Commander Bells is expecting great things from you, so try not to let her down. Deputy Commander Bales is expecting great things from the special support section. Keep doing your best, everyone. That massive port city you can see on the other side of the river is Altair. Upon the signing of a non-aggression pact, Calvert was frequently conducting drills around Tangram Hill all the time. It honestly felt like we were living our lives at gunpoint. Rumor says Deputy Commander Bates and your Chief Sergey go way back. On top of that, they even talk on the phone every so often. Could they be, you can forget that nonsense. Putting aside their fishy relationship for now, I think that their connection will make the teamwork between us that much stronger. Let's get up good at work, alright? This is her room. And she has a quest for us, so I won't go in there. Obtained soldier suit. How did Clarice Seeker decide her eldest daughter's name? She wanted to raise a girl who could take no L's. Ha ha ha. No L. Alright, but I think we explored everything we can so far. If not, tell me. Well, not that it matters, because I'm usually about a month ahead in the recordings to what I release, so, but tell me anyway, it's always good to know when I missed something vital. Until next time then, I am Mace, and don't get lost.